Hi, my name is Michelle. Today we have a Manipura solar plexus chakra practice. Your Manipura is your center of will and confidence. We're going to activate it with some core strengthening asana. You will need 2 blocks for this practice, or block substitutes. Books or a folded up towel will do. Let's begin in a comfortable seat of your choice. You can kneel, sit crisscross applesauce, sit up on a block if you like. Choose the posture that allows you to sit up straight and tall. Allow yourself a moment to arrive on your mat or your space. Rolling your shoulders back and down, gently in. Inhaling deeply, exhaling, letting go of the day thus far. Inhaling deeply, exhaling, letting go of what's to come. Inhaling deeply, exhaling, arriving in your space. Inhaling, reaching the arms skyward. Extension through the fingertips. Feel the stretch in the sides of your body. Exhale, gentle twist to the right. Maintaining length in the spine. Inhaling to center, reach for the sky. Exhaling to the left. Inhaling, exhaling, twist to the right. Inhaling, feeling strong through the core, navel to spine, knitting the low ribs together. Exhaling, twisting to the left. Inhale, find length and extension. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale. Exhale and bring your palms to the earth. Fingers splayed. Index fingers pointing towards the front of your space. Wrists underneath shoulders or perhaps a little wider. Knees underneath hip points. Curl your toes under and send the hips back and up. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog. Engaging with your solar plexus. So knitting the low ribs together. Feeling strong through your core. Drawing navel to spine. Take your dog a little wider. Walk your dog by bending one knee and then the other. Inhaling, generous bend in your knees. Exhaling, allow your left heel to sink to the earth. Inhale your right foot up towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Dial your pinky toes down to level your hips. Inhale to find extension. Reach through that back foot. Exhale, knee to nose. Upper body is in plank. And then step your right foot up between your hands. Lower your back knee. Uncurl the toes and root down through the top of that left foot. Draw the right heel back and the left knee forward so there's a scissoring effect of the legs. Use that scissoring effect to rise up. Inhaling to reach for the sky. Feeling strong in the legs, rooted through the back of that left foot. Knitting the low ribs together, staying strong through that solar plexus, drawing navel to spine. Inhaling to find length, exhaling to sink a little deeper. Keeping that front knee over that front ankle. Inhaling to find length, exhaling to sink a little deeper, and recruiting our props to either side of our right leg. Drawing the hips back over the left knee, right toes towards the face, resting on the heel, coming into a little hamstring stretch with the right knee bent, long through the spine. So if you're curled over or slouching, give yourself a little bit more height with your props so you can maintain that long line from the crown to the tail. Inhaling to find extension, exhaling to fold a little. Rolling through that right foot, hands back to the earth, curl the left foot under, and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, dropping the right heel towards the earth now. Inhale, extending the left knee towards the sky, dialing the pinky toe towards the earth to square the hips. Inhale to reach through the heel. Exhale, knee to nose, upper body is in plank. And step the left foot up between the hands, lower the right knee. Uncurl the toes and root down through the back of that, through the top of that right foot. Find that scissoring effect in the legs, drawing the left heel back and the right knee forward as you rise up, reaching for the sky, feeling extension through the sides of the body, rooted down and stable through the top of that right foot. Inhale, extend, exhale, perhaps sinking a little bit lower, listening to your body with how deep you want to go here. Inhale, extend, exhale, sink a little deeper, recruiting our props, rolling our hips back, bringing the left foot up, toes towards our face, hips over that right knee, bending through the left knee, extension through the crown, feeling tall in the spine. Inhaling to extend, exhaling, perhaps hinge a little deeper. Inhale, extend, exhale, hinge. Roll through your left foot, placing the blocks to one side. Plant the palms, curl the right foot under, and step back into downward facing dog. Take a few steps to pedal out your dog. And then lower the knees to the earth and come into tabletop position. Recruit your core support here. So draw navel to spine, knit the low ribs together, and extend the right leg out. Curl the right toes under and saw back and forth, stretching through the fascia of the foot, stretching through the back line of that right leg, maintaining that connection to core to support your back. Bring the right knee back to the earth, extend through the left leg, curl the left toes under, and saw back and forth on that left side, maintaining that support and that stability. Bring the left knee back to the earth. Walk the hands forward just a little. Drawing the right knee up and in between the hands and the right foot to the left side of your mat. Drawing the left knee behind the right and then the left foot to the right side of your mat. So you're sort of sitting with your legs crossed on your knees. Allow your feet to come wide. We're going to sit back into cow face legs. You might want to recruit your prop, place it between your legs, and come back to sit between your feet. If this doesn't feel delicious in your knees, perhaps bring your left foot to the earth on the left side of your right knee, or on the right side of your left knee, and experience that external rotation in the left foot. So find a variation that feels really good in your body, where you feel a sense of opening through the hips, but no pain, no pressure, no tingling, no numbness. You can rest your hands on your feet, rolling the shoulders back and down. If you like, you can hinge forward at the hips, walk your hands forward, and bow your head, keeping your sits bones connected to the earth or your block. Breathe deeply. On an inhale, roll yourself back up. Come to a tall seat. Lifting up through the hips, coming back into a tabletop, uncrossing your legs. This time, drawing your left knee up between your hands with your left foot to the right side of your mat. Your right knee behind it, right feet off the left side of your space. So one knee is in front of the other. Your left knee is in front of your right. You can place your block between your feet and come to sit on your block between your feet. You might notice there's a difference between your left side and your right side. If you want to take a different modification, honor that listening, placing your left foot on the earth to the right or to the left of your right knee. So find the cow face legs variation that feels opening, a sense of stretch, but no pain or discomfort. Sitting up tall, you can rest your hands on your feet or come to bow, walking your hands forward, keeping your sits bones rooted on the earth or your block. On an inhale, slowly roll yourself back up. Lifting up through the hips, coming forward to all fours and uncrossing your feet, moving your blocks to one side. Coming back into a tabletop position. And then taking a few cat-cow, dropping the belly, tail to sky, forehead to sky, open through the collarbone as you inhale deeply. Exhaling to arch your back, crown of the head to the earth, navel to spine, tail to the earth. Take a few more rounds here. Exploring some spinal flexion, following your body's own rhythm. In your next inhale, coming back to tabletop position, curling your toes under and coming up into downward facing dog. Pedal out through your feet. Shine your heart towards your thighs, maintaining that awareness of core through the solar plexus, through the belly button to spine connection. Dropping the knees to the earth, hips towards heels, and come to sit in the center of your space. Slowly recline onto your back and draw knees to your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rock a little side to side. Inhaling, feet towards sky, crossing the right knee over the left knee. So your left knee is tucked in the armpit of your right knee. Bending your knees. You can clasp ankles, pant leg, outside edge of your feet, top of your feet. Find the bind that works for you for a reclined cow face legs. Allow your shoulders to fall away from the ears and play with the position of your feet and your hands till you find that sweet spot where there's a nice stretch through the hips, but no pain or tingling or numbness. And then take a few deep breaths here, breathing all the way down into the low belly. Releasing the bind, extending your feet skyward, a few ankle circles one way and then the other. Point and flex your feet. And then cross your left knee over your right. So your right knee is tucked in right behind your left knee. Bend at the ankles and find your bind on this side. You might notice that there's a difference between your left side and your right side. You might want to take a different bind. Honor that listening. Find the reclined cow face legs that works in your body today. And it does indeed change from day to day, depending on your level of activity or any number of factors. Explore with a sense of curiosity what feels good for you today. Releasing the bind. Reaching your toes towards the sky, taking ankle circles one way and then the other. Draw your knees to your chest, give yourself a little squeeze. And we're going to rock up to a seat. If that's not something you're comfortable with in your body today, roll to one side and gently press up, allowing your head to come up last. If you'd like to explore a little rock, clasp behind your thighs and find that center, knitting your low ribs together, drawing navel to spine, and gently rock back and forth, massaging the spine until you come up to a seat. When you've found your seat, we're going to take our right shin parallel with the top of our space, so parallel to the front, and our left shin parallel to the left side of our mat. So there's two 90-degree angles with both of our knees. Resting our weight on our right hip, coming to sit up tall, enjoying a little compression on the outside of that right hip, a little external rotation on the right, internal on the left. Explore how this feels, keeping some brightness in your feet, splaying your toes perhaps, a little flexion in the feet. And if you would like, you can walk your hands forward and come to bow. Palms on the earth. Or take the palms wide and rest your forehead. Take 3 calming breaths here. On an inhale, slowly rolling up and bringing our left foot now to the top of our space. Left shin parallel with the top, right shin parallel with the right side, coming to sit on that left hip, a little bit of flexion through the feet. Explore 90-90 on this side, sitting up tall. And if you would like, bowing forward. Inhaling to slowly roll back up and coming to tabletop position. Curling the toes under, sending the hips back and up, downward facing dog. We're going to come into a one-legged king pigeon from here. If you know pigeon is not in your practice, you can come into 90-90 here. We're going to start on the right side. Exhaling to drop the left heel down. Inhaling the right foot skyward, squaring the hips by dropping the pinky. Inhaling to find extension. Exhaling, drawing knee to nose. And then placing our Right knee down behind our right wrist, our right foot behind our left wrist. Slowly walking our left knee back, rooting down through the top of that left foot. Check in with your left foot that your left leg is extended straight behind your left hip and that there's no turning or twisting. You can recruit one of your blocks to place underneath your right hip if you like, to bring the earth up to you. If you would like more sensation through the hips, draw the right shin closer to parallel with the front of your mat. Less sensation, draw your foot closer to your core, to your center. Walking the hands back, feeling that connection through the solar plexus, rolling the shoulders down, away from the ears. And if you would like, walk your pigeon forward and come to bow. Elbows on the earth, resting your head on your hands, or with your arms in Sphinx position, elbows on the earth, fingers rooting down through the earth. Take 3 calming breaths here. On an inhale, slowly rolling up. You can move the prop to one side, rooting down through the palms of your hands, curling the left toes under and pushing back up to downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog. Stretch out through the back line of your legs. Exhale, dropping your right heel down. Inhaling, left foot skyward. Square the hips. Inhale to find extension. Exhale, knee to nose. And draw the left knee behind your left hand. Left foot behind your right hand. Slowly walk your right knee back and root down through the top of your right foot. You might find this side is different. You can choose whether or not to have a prop underneath your left hip here. Walking the hands back, coming into one-legged king pigeon. Feeling that connection to the core, drawing navel to spine, knitting the low ribs together. And then taking it to sleeping pigeon. Hands on the earth or elbows to the earth. Taking the elbows wide and resting your head on your hands. Taking 3 breaths here. Inhaling to slowly come back up, moving your props to one side, rooting down through your fingers, curling the right toes under and stepping back, downward facing dog. Pedal out through the feet. Maintaining that sense of connection with your core. Slowly lowering to the knees. coming to sit up straight and tall. Swinging your legs to one side, extend your feet in front of you. Rooting down through the heels, toes skyward. Bend in the knees. You can move the fleshy part of the buttocks aside. Feel your sits bones connect with the earth. Inhaling, reaching towards the sky, navel to spine, folding on an exhale, bowing towards your legs. Your hands can rest wherever they feel comfortable. You can bow your head. It may touch your knees. It need not, though. You can make a little shelf to rest your head on if you like, or you can recruit a block between your legs to rest your head on. Find a forward fold that feels good in your body today. And take 3 restorative breaths. On your next inhale, slowly roll up to a tall spine, allowing your head to come up last. Bending at the knees and lowering yourself down to the earth. Lifting up your hips, placing them back down so you have space in the low back. Extending your right leg out and then your left leg out, perhaps as wide as your mat or wider than your hips. Allowing your feet to flop in or flop out. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath your body. You can place your hands over your solar plexus, allowing your elbows to rest on the earth, gently tucking your chin. Take a moment to just notice the energy that you've created, the warmth that you've created. Notice how you feel. Practices focused on the solar plexus chakra help us tap into our sense of personal power, our will, and to really reap the benefits of those practices. We also need to make time for conscious rest. Take a few moments here, allowing yourself to be supported by the earth, allowing the benefits of your practice to integrate, allowing your heart rate to slow, allowing your breath to find its resting rhythm. Just a few moments of conscious rest. Gently starting to wake up the body by wiggling your fingers and toes, circling the wrists and the ankles, rolling the head one way and then the other from ear to ear, massaging the back of your head. Drawing the right foot up and placing it on the earth. Drawing the left foot up and placing it on the earth. Drawing your knees to your chest and rocking a little side to side. Rolling gently to one side. Slowly pressing up, allowing your head to come up last. Finding yourself in a comfortable seat of your choosing. Stacking head over heart, heart over hips. Drawing the palms together at the heart. Bowing our heads. The little gratitude for taking the time to move and stretch through the hips. Find strength in our core. Connect with our will and personal power. Thank you for taking the time to care for yourself today. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.